Welcome to Campus Insiders Oregon. I'm Jill Savage alongside Justin Myers talking some Oregon men's hoops. Justin, when we saw this team, we thought it was going to be a good one. Went to the Sweet 16 last year. We knew they had a lot to replace, but at the beginning of the season, they looked to be off to a great start. Then you get into Pac-12 play and things change. They've lost now 3 of their last 4 games. So which team is it? Is it the team that we saw start out on that hot streak, or is it the team that we've seen struggle the last few games?
Right now, it certainly looks like it's the team that's struggling. If you go back to that 13-0 start, there's really one quality win in there. BYU and Ole Miss, even though they looked to be quality wins at the time, even Georgetown in the opening game, those teams haven't really panned out. So when you look at their entire record, when they've faced top 100 RPI teams, they've had struggles. And also the one win in Pac-12 play against Utah was off of a steal and a dunk in overtime. They could easily be 0-4 right now.
So what's the problem with this Ducks team right now? I mean, you look at it and it seems like the defensive side isn't really holding up their end of the deal.
It's defense and it's rebounding, and you lose Kazemi and also Singler, guys that really took pride in those X factors last year, guys that didn't care about scoring, didn't care about their shots. They cared about grabbing rebounds and playing defense. You don't have a lockdown perimeter defender on this team, and you don't have a rebound monster underneath. Those are 2 huge problems for this team in Pac-12 play.
Heading into the year, Oregon was thought to have one of the best backcourts in the entire country. How would you assess that now?
Not so much, because you've got Dominic Artis coming off a suspension that a lot of people figured he'd work right into the flow, and Joe Young was off to a hot start transferring in from Houston, but neither of those 2 guys have had the consistency that Oregon needs. Jonathan Lloyd has been their starting point guard, but I think their best bet is when he's coming off the bench as a spark. I think you need to look to 2 guys, Dominic Artis and Damian Dotson. They've been in the program. They need to step up, show some leadership. Those 2 guys have got to be your best backcourt players.
The next game for Oregon is the Civil War up in Corvallis, and that's an Oregon State team that actually beat Stanford and hung with Cal, so it's not going to get any easier for the Ducks from here on out.